Hey guys, Omar here with Overlanding Just Cause, and this video is about the more guapo than a taco, the Jeep Commander. In this video, I want to cover the 5 mods that I would do differently if I were to do it all over again. Now, when I first started building up this Jeep, I was not thinking about overlanding. I wasn't into it just yet. It was kind of like in the middle of, oh yeah, I want to go that route. And then by that time, I'm kind of new to it. I'm looking at all these cool things that I want to do to it, but really not thinking it through. So now, after building it up, these are the 5 things that I would kind of slightly do differently. Starting with number 5, I would have added a table to my tire arm. Now, I could have ordered it from Wham. They would have added it for me. And again, not really thinking the route that I wanted to go. I wasn't really looking into overlanding at the time, but counter space would have been a great addition. So all they would have done is just added it here. It drops down when I open up the tire arm, and it would have been perfect because my kitchen is in this area. Didn't think about it all the way through at the time of ordering it. Didn't think I needed a table. And that's number 5 of what I would have done differently. Now, number 4. The 4th thing I would have done differently would be to change this out. These are heavy. Now, these are meant for a Jeep Wrangler, for the tire arm of a Jeep Wrangler. Obviously, it was too big for the tire arm here, so my welder ended up cutting it, and I mounted it right here on the base. And you've seen other videos with this installed, with this already on it. And I can take it off and put it back on, which is great, but if I were to do it all over again, I would have something much lighter. So this one is for my propane tank. This alone probably weighs 20 pounds. So does this one. But now add a 5-gallon jerry can full of water or gas, depending on which jerry can I want to take. It's going to be a good 70 pounds. I would find an alternative to holding my jerry cans and my propane tank. Now, not saying that I would put it somewhere differently. I like the fact that I can mount it on the tire arm. I just would probably look for something lighter. Okay, now number 3. The 3rd thing I would do differently is, instead of an 18-inch rim, I would have gone with a 17-inch rim. Giving me a 17-inch rim would have gave me more tire wall, more sidewall, and which is obviously better for off-roading. I wasn't thinking about off-roading. I was thinking more pavement princess. And yeah, then, you know, of course, start getting into overlanding, start getting into off-roading, and 18-inch rim, you know, they say is probably the highest you want to go for an off-road rig. If I were to do it differently from the beginning, thinking it all the way through, taking my time, I would have gone with a 17-inch rim. And now number 2. So the number 2 thing that I would change if I were to do it all over again is not make this so difficult to come off. Right now, maybe just by pure laziness, I just keep these Pelican cases on here. What I would have loved to do is figure out a way to clamp them on without having to drill through and bolt them into the rail system of this rack. It's a pain. They are on here sturdy. They're not coming off. Because I leave them on, I have a lock on each of the Pelican cases, so no sticky fingers can get in it. But still, I mean, obviously, if somebody wants to get in here, they can. And all I carry in here is cold weather gear in the big Pelican case. I have my tire repair kit in here, and then I have straps in this one. But yeah, as of right now, they stay on here, and they're big, they're bulky, and I'm sure they don't help with my mileage, but I'm driving a V8 Commander. I really don't care about gas mileage, I guess. Another thing that I don't like about the fact that they're on here constantly is I can't go through a car wash. So yeah, I'm stuck washing the car, which I enjoy doing, but every once in a while when it's 30 degrees outside, I wouldn't mind going to a car wash. But let me show you how I installed it. So again, my tire repair kit in here, and whoops, forgot this was in here. I think I have like 15 of those around that my kids drew up. Okay, so again, I drilled holes through the Pelican case. I pretty much lined it with the rails and then threw a big bolt through here. And I have these wing nuts to hold them down. As you can see, I put some covers over the wing nuts so that it wouldn't damage whatever I have in here. So I mean, I can take it off. It is a hassle, but I just leave them on. Again, everyday carry stuff that I want to bring with me, or I want to make sure I have, are in these Pelican cases, and they're going to change as the weather changes. I'm going to make a separate video on my everyday carry of what I make sure I have in the vehicle. For now, this is the number 2 thing that I would change if I were to do it different. Just a different way of mounting it so that I can easily take them on and off. Maybe not easily, but easier. So let's go to the number 1 thing that I would change or do differently. The number 1 thing that I would do differently if I were to start all over is make this an amber light. So I have obviously HIDs for the headlights. I have the big 42-inch light bar on the roof rack, all white light, which is great. But in case of a snowstorm or some kind of fog, it'd be best if I had amber lights. The amber projects further in the snow, makes it clearer, and also in the fog. Now I don't have to worry about dust storms, not out west, but here on the East Coast, occasionally there is snow and occasionally there is fog, and I think that's the only thing missing. So in the future, I'll probably change this out for amber lights. For now, it's staying how it is. But again, if I were to take my time and think it through, amber lights would have gone on this bull bar. Hey guys, so thanks again for watching. Those were my 5 things that I would do different if I were to build it all over again, or kind of just change things up. Again, when I got into this, I didn't know what I didn't know, and you know, the more I do it, the more I do research, the more I learn. So if you're new to overlanding, if you're new to just building up your vehicle, I hope this helps. And guys, leave comments below. What would you do differently with your rig if you were to do it all over again, or something that you learned that you should have done differently? And last thing, guys, 400 subscribers. I hit it this morning, so thank you. Now let's go for 500, and take care. See you next week for the next video, guys.